And in between sobs, he catches his breath and he says, "Terry, man, those ain't no little kids. They took us and they hurt us. Don't you remember? They hurt you too." And then I remembered. And then all of that disinterest, all of that apathy that I'd felt before was gone. We watched this thing take off. And when I say take off, I don't mean that it, shot off like a rocket, nothing of the sort. It lifted off about like a hot air balloon. And I recall that we, as quietly as we could, rolled over on our backs and we watched it rise into the sky. And as it gained altitude, it also gained speed. And we saw it until it was 3 dots of light and then a single dot of light and then poof, and it was gone. And we drove back, and I had the worst sunburn I'd ever had in my life. And I was sunburned on every square inch of my body. Toby, being African American, he said it was the first time he'd ever been burned. And we got back to base, and I recall the feeling that something had changed between us. We were not the same 2 guys that drove down. And we made it back to base, and our wives took us immediately to the emergency room, which was uncomfortable because we worked there. We worked for the hospital squadron. These were all our friends and our coworkers at the hospital. And the doctors that examined us were perplexed. And I remember one of the older doctors asking me, what did you guys get into? And I think that, I'm living on a base with enough plutonium to exterminate all of Eastern Europe. So I think for that reason, our injuries got a little more scrutiny than just an average sunburn.